Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
To try again after the sack, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so.
And the Raiders have got him. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Shotgun now for Carr. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Raiders, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 27, Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
At the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing now is Murray. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 carries.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Man open is Robinson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Raiders 14, Bears 7.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Extra point by Carson up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jeremiah Tauchu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run free, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And this is hauled in by Matthews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To throw, it's Murray. Open target, here's Matthews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Raiders 28, Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First down team at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds. Been able to get it up past the 45. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
At the 27-yard line.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of him.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw his car. He completes it to Snead. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Here's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Deion Bush with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got Mooney. In the end zone, touchdown, Chicago. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Dancing to his left. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Murray keeps it himself. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds here. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now they extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.